we have seen how does a Wheatstone bridge works, but what is the practical alternative of this Wheatstone bridge? That means how can we create a Wheatstone bridge in practical? So a practical Wheatstone bridge is called meter bridge. So here is the construction of meter bridge. Remember, in that Wheatstone bridge you have four resistances R1, R2, R3 and R4. R3 is the tunable resistance and the resistance R3 was tunable resistance and R4 was unknown resistance. So similarly here if you see, so this is called a meter bridge. So a power source is connected between arms C and A. This is the power source. So this is called power arm or battery arm. Now there are two resistances, this R and S. This R is the unknown resistance. This R is the unknown resistance. This S is the known resistance. So we have to calculate this unknown resistance, similar to that Wheatstone bridge. Now here we have a wire. These are metallic plates bent at right angles. There are three metallic plates. So two metallic plates bend like that, this at right angles, and one metallic plate at the center. Now there are two resistances connected in between these two metallic plates in the gap. So this is gap 1, this is gap 2. Now let us see. These ends AC are also connected by a wire. This wire is 1 meter long, that's why this is called meter bridge. 1 meter, that means 100 centimeter long wire, that is uniform. Uniform wire means same wire, 1 meter long between the ends A and C. Now in these gaps there are two resistances R and S we placed, and there is a point B, and here we connect a galvanometer to this point B and another point D somewhere on this wire. Let us see again. What is a Wheatstone bridge? Two resistances like this, one resistance, another resistance, third resistance and fourth resistance. Similarly, this resistance is R, see here, this resistance is S. Now if you see, this is a wire, let it be a wire, so you know that wire has a resistance because wire is also a conductor and every conductor has some resistance. Now resistance per unit length is RCM, that means resistance per centimeter, Now see, let us say there is some length, this whole wire is 100 centimeter. We have this galvanometer, so what was the condition here? So this was the case and here were two unknown resistances. This is RCM, that means resistance per centimeter into length, 100 minus L, and here RCM into length L. So how does this work? So you have seen, when bridge is balanced, S upon R must be equal to RCM 100 minus L upon RCM into L. So this was the condition, that this arm upon this arm must be equal to this arm upon this arm. This RCM is cancelled. So the ratio of S upon R must be 100 minus L upon L. Or we can take it another way, that this upon this, or we can write like this as well, S upon 100 minus L RCM must be equal to this R upon this arm, R upon RCM into L. RCMs again get cancelled. So S upon 100 minus L is equal to R upon L. Similarly, we get same thing. R is on the denominator of this, 100 minus L on this side. So S upon R is equal to 100 minus L upon L. So wire has resistance. The resistance of the wire is RCM per unit length, that means per centimeter. Now we have this meter bridge, which is a practical application of Wheatstone bridge. So here we see this is a broad metal plate bend at right angle. There is another broad metal plate bend at right angle. Since these are broad, that means their area is very large. A is large. So we have this resistance almost to 0. So we have only resistance this R. Now again we have only resistance S. Similarly, this wire is a thin wire. So this must have some appreciable resistance because area is low for this wire. So this have some resistance because of its length and small area. So now here we can see that if we place one galvanometer in between, so see, this is one resistance, this is another resistance, this is third resistance, this is fourth resistance. So galvanometer is between these two ends, that means B and D, and battery is these two ends A and C. So here you can see this is also a kind of Wheatstone bridge. It is connected to a external battery and a key to just power on or off. This is a meter scale, that means wire is 1 meter long. So now how does this work? So now we know that this is very similar to Wheatstone bridge, but how does it work? So we take an unknown resistance R and there is a known resistance S. Known resistance we measure using that post office box or resistance box. We have seen that post office box or the resistance box has several resistances like 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 5 ohm and so on. So we have different type of resistance in resistance boxes. So some resistances box has smaller resistance like 0.1 ohm as well. Some have bigger resistances like 200 ohm. So what we do, we put an unknown resistance in this first gap R. Okay, this is unknown. Now we put a known resistance, let us say 2 ohm. This known resistance is 2 ohm. So in this second gap, this is known. Now what we do, we have a jockey. Jockey is nothing. Jockey is a pen like thing with a sharp metallic tip. So we place this jockey and move the jockey on this line. There is a one point, there comes one point when this current in this galvanometer becomes 0. That means Ig, current in this galvanometer is 0. Galvanometer shows 0 deflection, that means there is no current in this galvanometer. And you know, when current becomes in galvanometer, that means bridge is balanced. Bridge is balanced, that means R upon this resistance is equal to S upon this resistance. So R upon resistance of this part, this length is, let us say L1 or L. Let us say this length is L. I am taking it L, they have taken L1 because you have to take many readings, not only one. So R upon L, and again this is not a resistance, so make it a resistance RCM into L, resistance per unit centimeter into total length. So this is the resistance of the wire. Similarly, in balance condition it must be equal to S upon 100 minus L. So S upon 100 minus L into what? Per unit resistance of the wire. This is the balance condition when Ig or current in the galvanometer is 0. RCM and RCM is cancelled. So now what do we get? R unknown resistance is simply S upon this 100 minus L into L. So now just by seeing this length L and this 100 minus L, when galvanometer shows 0, and this S is known to us, we can measure this unknown resistance. So this is the working principle of this galvanometer, sorry, meter bridge. Now this meter bridge is like this, and jockey is something like a pen that we move along the wire. So here they have done the same thing, they have solved in a different way. So R upon S, so what I did was R upon L is equal to S upon 100 minus L. So what they did, they have did like this S is here, R upon S is equal to L here, 100 minus L here, and RCM was already there because this must be also a resistance. So this RCM and RCM get cancelled, so RCM and RCM get cancelled. So R upon S is equal to L1 upon 100 minus L1. So thus once we have found out L1, the unknown resistance, R is known in terms of the standard known resistance by how can we calculate this R? R is equal to simply S L upon 100 minus L. So here they have taken L1 but I have taken L. So this is your formula for measuring the unknown resistance using the meter bridge. Now let us read some comments. By choosing various value of S, because we don't have to choose only one value, we have to choose 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 1 ohm, 5 ohm and so on, many other values. We would have various values of L1. So L1, L2, L3, that's all. So calculate R for each of them. So what we do, we calculate R with all of them, and then it can be shown by, then we calculate the average value of R and then calculate the percent error in R. Now balance point must be adjusted near the middle. This is main thing. Balance point should not be like this, that it is almost at the corner. It is almost at the corner. It should be somewhere in middle. So we have to choose S such that it should be somewhere in between, like 39 centimeter or 60 centimeter, around middle, but not on the edge that 93 or 2 centimeter on the meter scale.